7. Iowa Spring Manufacturing is committed to helping support our community. Well, welcome here to Adel, Iowa, home of the ADM Tiger teams, and we have basketball action for you. It's a Raccoon River Conference opponent matchup as Bondurant-Farrar is in town as the Blue Jays matching up against the Tigers. Start off here with the girls game. Of course, the boys game will follow. Bondurant-Farrar comes in with an overall record of 2-3 on the season, as in their 5 games, they have lost to Norwalk, Winterset, and Carlisle. That was their latest matchup. For their wins, they have won against Des Moines, Lincoln, and Ballard. For ADM, they played 7 games and have a record of 4-3 so far. As for ADM, they beat Des Moines Christian in their opener, also beat Van Meter, Carroll, and Winterset. Their losses are against Norwalk, North Polk, and Dallas Center Grimes. As the head coaches for both teams for the Blue Jays is Kelly Obley, and for ADM Tigers, it is Danielle Craig. And so, again, we'd like to welcome you here to Adel. Happy for you to join us. I have the ADM pep band to my left in full force. Some of them got their decorations. They got Santa hats on, as we are about a week out from Christmas. So exactly a week from tomorrow is when that big holiday will happen. And give me a chance to tell you a couple of statistics as we get this one started. For Bondurant-Farrar, their leading scorer, only got 2 of them. They're both seniors, Aubrey Haynes and Erica Lyle, both coming to this matchup with 26 points. Tiara Berggren is sitting at 25, as well as Addison Brown. Freshman Kaylee Hansen has 23 so far. The senior Lydia Martin has 20. And then Morgan Muller and Tenley Freed are both sitting at 17 points. So those are the top scores to look out for tonight for the Bondurant-Farrar Blue Jays. As for the ADM Tigers, they're being led by their senior of Kelly Stork with 74 points. Then it is freshman Ella Subert with 63. Sophomore Alexis Maxwell, 39. Madeline Roundcount and Lauren Hagedorn both have 35 points on the season. So that is where we are sitting right now, as both teams are finishing their warm-ups. Then we'll get to the introductions here. ADM has a good crowd on their side, including the boys that are sitting, and we'll watch at least a little bit of this matchup before they suit up, get ready to attempt to stay undefeated. ADM boys so far this year, 4-0. And we'll preview that game coming up. We'll talk to head coach Trevor Michelson before that one. And after this game, hopefully we can get head coach Danielle Craig up here for a conversation as well, as her team now will jog to the sidelines, as well as Bondurant-Farrar. And we'll get ready for the Raccoon Valley Bank starting lineups. Raccoon Valley Bank, not too big, not too small. Raccoon Valley Bank, it's just right for you. We will start things off with Bondurant-Farrar. They will be starting their senior of Aubrey Haynes. Then it will be junior Morgan Muller out there with sophomore Tiara Berggren. And it will be junior Addison Brown. And then followed by senior of Erica Lyle. So those are Bondurant-Farrar's Raccoon Valley Bank starting lineup. For ADM, they will go with the senior of Aniston Talari, and then sophomore Alexis Maxwell, who started in the Saturday game against Winterset. She'll be back out there starting. And it will be senior Kelly Stork with juniors Madeline Roundcount, as well as Lauren Hagedorn. So those are tonight's Raccoon Valley Bank starting lineups. Not too big, not too small. The Raccoon Valley Bank, just right for you. Raccoon Valley Bank with branch offices in Perry, Adel, Dallas Center, Grimes, and Minburn. As we are about 4 minutes out from 6 o'clock here on the dot. Of course, ADM streams their games online, so thank you if you are listening to the online stream, courtesy of ADM. We appreciate you. It's a good time to say thank you to both Alex and Otto, who are operating inside the Raccoon Valley Raccoon Valley Radio Studios. So thank you guys so much for your hard work. Of course, want to thank our sponsors for tonight. Without you, we cannot get on. And of course, thank you for listening as ADM girls are looking for their 5th win on the season, as last year ADM only tallied 7 wins total on the year. They already have 4, so they are doing great so far in the inaugural season of head coach Danielle Craig. And so as we get the official lineups, we will step aside for the national anthem and get that going here. Come back with game action. You're listening to ADM Athletics right here. It is a part of the Iowa Spring Manufacturing Pregame Show on the home of the Tigers, K107.9 KKRS.
Your friends and family from getting the flu with a flu shot from Adel Health Mart. Did you realize that even if you don't normally get the flu, you could still be giving it to your family and friends as a carrier? Your Adel Health Mart also has your COVID-19 vaccine and booster. At Adel Health Mart, you don't need an appointment. Just come in and we'll walk you through the process. However, if you prefer an appointment, please
Together, every little bit helps, and we can bank on change.
Iowa Spring has been in business since 1977 and is proudly owned and operated by its original founders. At Iowa Spring Manufacturing, they utilize the latest and most accurate equipment, manufacture and deliver springs out of the Midwest for overhead garage doors, agricultural equipment, construction equipment, snow plows, dock levelers, lift gates, trailers, and recreational equipment industries, just to name a few. For over 35 years, their precision springs have been on the job, working smoothly and efficiently in a broad spectrum of products. Thank you for letting Iowa Spring show support for the ADM community.
It's deer season here at Olson's Body and Paint. Hi, I'm Sam, the office manager at Olson's Body and Paint in Waukee, with this deer hunting tip. Remember, deer usually travel in groups, so when you see one crossing the road, there are usually more following. Most accidents are caused not from hitting the deer you see right away, but by having another one jump out in front of you while your attention is on the other. And remember, if you tag your deer the wrong way, we'll be waiting to help you get back on the road quickly at Olson's Body and Paint in Waukee.
Affordable health coverage has been hard to find until now. The new Farm Bureau Health Plan is helping Iowans save as much as 50% on their current premiums. 3 different plans offer the benefits you need, like prescriptions, preventative care, and affordable co-pays. Farm Bureau health plans are accepted at most all Iowa providers and can be purchased at any time during the year. See if you can save today.
Call me, your Farm Bureau agent, John Harada, in Adel at 515-993-4266.
You are driving down your street and you pull into your driveway. Your eyes immediately goes to all that missing siding that blew off in the last windstorm. You think, this house looks pretty bad, and you know you need new siding. There's so much missing. Just then, you hear an ad come on the radio for Superior Exteriors. Todd at Superior Exteriors has everything needed to get your house looking beautiful again. Don't wait until it's too late and the cold starts settling in. Call Superior Exteriors at 515-727-1887 and ask for Todd.
Save big this week at Fairway Meat and Grocery in Adel. Ritz crackers, 8 to 14 ounce, $2.48. Limit 2. Get 5 free Fairway green beans, peas, or corn when you buy 5 Campbell's Original Cream of Mushroom or Chicken Soup. 10 ounce cans, select varieties. a pound of Free Fairway butter when you buy 10 pounds of Green Giant Idaho russet potatoes. From the meat counter, USDA Choice Bone-In Ribeye Roast, $14.99 a pound, and fresh all-natural boneless pork loin roast, $2.88 a pound. This week at Fairway Meat and Grocery in Adel.
Hey, it's Kurt from Archer Home Center, where we are a family-owned appliance, flooring, TV, and mattress store located in Adel since 1986, and we make it our mission to provide you with quality service that you won't receive from our competitors. Archer Home Center is an authorized dealer of such brands as GE, Mohawk, Cerna, and more. We have what you need when you need it. For more information, stop on in or check out our website at www.archerhomecenter.com. Archer Home Center, we're here for you.
Match anyone's price, beat anybody's.
Welcome back here to Adel. You've been listening to the Iowa Spring Manufacturing pregame show on True Country K107.9. Iowa Spring Manufacturing has been a locally owned business in Adel since 1977. Iowa Spring Manufacturing is committed to helping support our community. We are ready to go here. It'll be Madeline Roundcount jumping it up against Erica Lyle as we get this one started here. Bondurant-Farrar and ADM basketball is underway, and opening tip fought for and ultimately ends up in the hands of Lauren Hagedorn, but then immediately a jump ball, and actually gonna re-jump it here. So 5 seconds come off the clock, so now will be Hagedorn jumping up against Addison Brown. So let's try it again, and now it goes to Madeline Roundcount, ADM, and Roundcount opening layup is missed, and rebound into the hands of Hagedorn. Hagedorn now back up top to Talari, and Talari will patiently set things up as she dribbles to her left-hand side, hands it off to Hagedorn. Hagedorn goes all the way in, misses a layup, and rebound goes to Brown, and then another tie-up, and this will belong to the Blue Jays. So no points scored. We play 27 seconds into this one as Bondurant-Farrar is taking it out, and then good defense there from Hagedorn, and now an early foul here on Aniston Talari. So Talari will pick up her first personal. And our score 2-0. We played a minute into this first quarter as full court pressure applied here from ADM, but Bondurant-Farrar breaks in. Here's Muller on the right-hand side, tries the jumper. That's a little off, and here comes Roundcount all the way down the floor, and then she was fouled on the arm by Addison Brown. So Brown will pick up her first personal, and it'll be 2 free throws here from Madeline Roundcount. So Roundcount, first free throw is off. She's got the only points of the game so far. Another free throw is coming for her, as ADM coming off a 33-29 victory against Winterset on Saturday. Bondurant-Farrar ended up playing their game on Friday, lost 53-31 to Carlisle, as second free throw is also missed, but the putback is good from Kelly Stork, so score is 4-0 now. ADM in the lead, and again that full court pressure is applied, but Bondurant-Farrar breaks it, and now here's Haynes with it as she got that off to Lyle, and Lyle couldn't control it, so turnover here for Bondurant-Farrar, and ADM will be back in possession of it. as now ball's on the floor as Maxwell comes out with it, and then stepping out of bounds is Maxwell, so turnover here on ADM. So one turnover here for each team. 4-0 our score. ADM with the lead. Bondurant-Farrar having trouble scoring so far. A lot of it is that full court pressure. And now trapped in the corner is Muller as she does get that out to Berggren. Berggren will dribble now towards the middle and give that off to Lyle. Back to Berggren, and Lyle traveled. So now another turnover here for Bondurant-Farrar. Substitution into the game for the Blue Jays. Kaylee Hansen will check in for Erica Lyle. So Hansen is a freshman as she comes into this game with 23 points. Here's Roundcount with it out to Maxwell. Maxwell thought about a three, dribbled in, and then ball went off the Blue Jays and will stay with the Tigers. Maxwell will take it out underneath the basket. And she is looking and finds Hagedorn. Hagedorn now is ball stolen away from Haynes. And Bondurant-Farrar will stay in possession, so good defense there from Haynes. As now Lydia Martin will check into the game. She'll take the place of Tiara Berggren. No substitutions in as of yet for ADM. Two of them have came in so far for the Blue Jays. As here is Brown with it. She goes all the way, loses possession, and then ends up in the hands of Kelly Stork. Stork now gets it to Maxwell. Maxwell dribble to the right-hand side, back to Stork. Stork driving in, back to Talari towards the middle, and then Talari was fouled by Morgan Muller. So Muller pick up her first personal. And now a couple substitutions in for the Tigers include Ella Subert and Brecken Morse taking the place of Aniston Talari and Lauren Hagedorn. So Subert and Morse getting their first action here tonight. And Subert has it at the top, and ball almost poked away, but she does get it back, and then she traveled. So second turnover here on ADM. Our score, 4-0. Tigers with the lead. 5:05 left to play in this first quarter. And Bondurant-Farrar has not put the ball in the basket in the first 3 minutes of play. As Lydia Martin has it on the right-hand side, she picks up her dribble now looking for help, and she finds Addison Brown. Brown working against Roundcount, and Brown puts it up, puts it in. So Addison Brown with the first 2 points for Bondurant-Farrar, and they take an early timeout. ADM leads 4-2 with 4:44 left to play in this first quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break and come back on K107.9 KKRF.
This holiday season, shop for gifts and get rewarded with the Raccoon Valley Bank credit card. This is Brooke with Raccoon Valley Bank, and shopping has never been this fun. For every purchase, every event, every loved one, be sure to use the Raccoon Valley Bank credit card and get rewarded. With each swipe or tap, you'll earn points, which you can redeem for tons of incredible rewards. You choose how to redeem them. Talk to a Raccoon Valley Bank representative today or go to raccoonvalleybank.com. Raccoon Valley Bank reminds you to shop local this holiday season. Member FDIC.
For over a century, Osmondson Manufacturing in Perry has been a family-owned pillar in the community. Monica Scheib is part of the Osmondson family.
Yeah, Osmondson is very connected to the community. We're always looking for opportunities to enrich the community and help it grow, because our workers have families that live here. So we want to ensure that our employees can live in a town that has the opportunities for the family.
Osmondson Manufacturing, always in your circle.
Welcome back here to the Adel Fairway broadcast booth, and it was Alexis Maxwell converting on a layup. 6-2 now the score, and then a turnover on the Blue Jays, so ADM will be back in possession of it as Maxwell gets it into Subert. Subert backs out to Roundcount. Roundcount driving all the way in, puts it up, puts it in. So Roundcount gets her second field goal, and she's got 4 points. ADM now with an 8-2 advantage with 4:05 left to play in this opening quarter. as Martin has it for the Blue Jays. She's working her way middle. She hands that off to Kaylee Hansen. Hansen now on the left-hand side to Haynes. Haynes gives it to Addison Brown, who has the only point so far for Bondurant-Farrar. And that layup is missed there from Tara Berggren. And here comes the Tigers with it. Here's Subert. Stork now. Stork, nice cut from Morse, and then Morse gave it back out to Ella Subert, and Subert converts on a three. So Ella Subert gets her first field goal to go, and it's a three, and it's 11-2. Bondurant-Farrar, ADM is out and running. And on the other side for the Blue Jays is Berggren. She hands it off to Hansen. Now up top to Brown. Brown over to Haynes. Haynes thought about a three. Uses a screen back to Brown. Brown now inside. And that is Martin, who, good defense there from Subert, partially got the ball. Now here's Morse with it. Morse making her way middle and hands that off to Round count. Try to get it inside to Subert, and that will be last touch by Brown. Substitutions into the game for Bondurant-Farrar. Claire Mieslon, and also in there will be Morgan Muller, and then Erica Lyle back into the game. ADM, they check in Aubrey Noring, Ellis Smith. So those are the two substitutions for the Tigers. Here's Subert with it, and she needs help. She gets it out to Noring. Noring now with 11 on the shot clock. Gives it off to Smith. Smith driving in, and she gives it to Morse. Morse going to try a corner three. That's going to miss, and then Morse is going to pick up a foul. So Morse gets tagged with her first personal. That was against Claire Mieslon. And 2:27 left to play in the first quarter. ADM with an 11-2 advantage. Nice defense there from Hagedorn as it goes off her. So Bondurant-Farrar stay in possession. And they have lost 3 games here on the season. And so they're 1-2 in conference. Their one win was against Ballard, and they lost to Winterset and Carlisle. And right now they are trailing ADM 11-2, and that's a backcourt violation on the Blue Jays. 4th turnover for them. ADM has 2. And the Tigers back in possession of it. Here with Noring. Noring uses a Hagedorn screen. Now looking for help and try to get it to Smith. That will be deflected. So ADM stays in possession of it. And now Subert comes out to get it. Subert hands it off to Smith. Smith making moves, tries to go up, and Ellis Smith put it up and in. Nice strong move there. Smith's got 2 points, and it's 13-2. ADM out and running, and we got less than 2 minutes to play in the first quarter, and Muller needs help. She gets it over to Lyle. Lyle traveled. Thought they were going to call a foul, but they said Lyle traveled beforehand. So 5th turnover here on Bondurant-Farrar, as Aniston Talari will check back into the game for Brecken Morse. And Bondurant-Farrar trying to get a hold of themselves here. Here comes Ellis Subert, who gets double teamed, and then jump ball situation, and we'll go to the Blue Jays. So that was good defense there from Claire Meslon to force the turnover. She'll take it out now, and she gets the ball into Morgan Muller. Muller working against both Talari and Noring. Breaks the plane. Now she gets it over to Berggren. Berggren working her way middle with 1:27 left. Now inside to Hansen. Hansen put it up and in. So Hansen with her first points, and then it is A missed three there from Ellis Smith. Rebound from Subert. That doesn't drop. 13-4 is our score. And here comes Muller. Muller racing up the floor, gives the Maislon a straight-on three from Berggren, and Berggren misses that. Subert skies for the rebound. She gives it off to Noring. Now 54 seconds to play. Noring will cross half court to the right-hand side. And last touch from the Blue Jays. Round count, Morse and Stork check back into the game for Subert, Noring, and Hagedorn. And then it is Aubrey Haynes who checks in for Bondurant-Farrar. 48 seconds to play. Here is round count. Got it to go off the inbound. She's up to 6 points, 15-14. And Talari, good defense, able to steal the ball away. As now she hands that off to Stork. Stork will bring it up, give it back to Talari. Talari now with 29. There's about a 4-second differential between the game and shot clock. Here's Morse with it up to round count. Now inside to Stork. Stork holds it high, gives it back to round count. Round count puts it up, in, and has a chance for a 3-point play. So Madeline Round Count active here early. She has 8 of the 17 for ADM, and she has a chance to capitalize on a 3-point play. So far from the line, she is 0 for 2. She's the only player in this game to take free throws and make that 0 for 3. So 8 points, however, she is 0 for 3 at this strike. Now with 14 seconds, Bondurant-Farrar is going to try and get a shot off as Haynes has it in the corner. She gets it off to Meslon, and Meslon misses on that. Here comes Stork. Stork has to put it up, and that will miss. And at the end of the first quarter, ADM leads Bondurant-Farrar by a score of 17-4. We'll be back with second quarter action coming up in 1 minute on K107.9 KKRF.
Ben, how do people find Fuller's 24-hour pumps?
Well, it depends on what direction you're coming from. If you're coming from this way, you turn right, then left. But if you're coming from the other direction, it would be left, then right.
Ugh, that's the last time I asked a guy for directions. Fuller's 24-hour pumps are located on Old Portland Road. Just head east, past the Family Dollar Store, past the high school, and keep going till you reach the top of the hill.
Discover today how easy it is to bring your tractors, construction equipment, bulk tanks, and even your regular vehicle to Old Portland Road and fill her up at Fuller's on the east side of Adel. Keep your dollar local and fill her up at Fuller Petroleum in Adel.
Iowa Spring has been in business since 1977 and is proudly owned and operated by its original founders. At Iowa Spring Manufacturing, they utilize the latest and most accurate equipment, manufacture and deliver springs out of the Midwest for overhead garage doors, agricultural equipment, construction equipment, snow plows, dock levelers, lift gates, trailers, and recreational equipment industries, just to name a few. For over 35 years, their precision springs have been on the job, working smoothly and efficiently in a broad spectrum of products. Thank you for letting Iowa Spring show support for the ADM community.
Welcome back here to the Adel Fairway broadcast booth. As start of the second quarter, ADM up top, 17-4 against Bondurant-Farrar. As ADM will start off with the ball, they'll have Talari, Maxwell, Round Count, Stork, and Hagedorn out there to get things started. As here is Round Count in the corner, over to Maxwell. Maxwell with the pump fake, tries to find some room to the left-hand side to Talari. Talari's going to put up a three. That's going to be missed. Rebound from Aubrey Haynes. Haynes out there with Tierra Berggren, also Kaylee Hansen, Erica Lyle, and with the ball now is Addison Brown. As offensive foul on Addison Brown, and she can't believe it. Brown picks up her second. So Brown picks up her second. She has 2 points in the game. Hansen has the other two. And Bondurant-Farrar looking for some more offense. Here's Round Count all the way in, and that's going to be a block. And that's going to upset the Blue Jay crowd, thinking that is exactly what happened on the other end, and they didn't get the call. So Round Count will go back to the line. She's 0 for 3 so far. She does have 8 points, and now 0 for 4. So Round Count struggling here at the line. And now, for the first time checking in for the Blue Jays, is freshman Tinley Freed. And now, Round Count finally converts on a free throw. She's up to 9 points. And it's 18-4, 45 seconds into this second quarter. Here is Berggren with it. Berggren back to Haynes. That will miss on the three, but then Freed got the rebound and missed the layup, and now here comes Kelly Stork with it. Hands that off to Maxwell. Maxwell now over to Hagedorn. Hagedorn, nice pump fake, driving in, back to Stork. Stork keeping her dribble alive. Make her way to the left-hand side and put it up and put it in. So Kelly Stork is up to 4 points. It's 20-4. ADM right now in control as Freed tries a three. That will miss. Hagedorn comes down with a rebound and rips it away from the defender. And here comes Talari. Talari back to Maxwell. Maxwell thought about a three. Drives in instead, puts it up, and will be a foul on the Blue Jays. I believe that will be on Berggren. And actually it will be on Erica Lyle. So Lyle picks up her first. Free throws here for Alexis Maxwell, her first time at the line here tonight. So Maxwell, free throw is good. And second free throw will be upcoming. And that one is missed. And then rebound got from Stork, and Stork falls to the line. She was fouled. So Maxwell now with 3 points. That foul is on Kaylee Hansen. Hansen picks up her first, and it will be 2 free throws here from Stork. So Stork misses on her first. And now here comes Addison Brown back into the game. Kelly Stork another chance. Score is 21-4. Second free throw is up, and that one is good. So Stork now with 5 points, and it's 22-4. And now Aniston Talari is playing Haynes tightly. 6 minutes to play until halftime. ADM up 22-4. Bondurant-Farrar has not scored yet here in this second quarter. And here is Round Count with it. Or excuse me, that was Hagedorn. Now to Talari. Now inside to Stork. Stork puts it up, misses the layup. Ball goes off of Round Count. And Bondurant-Farrar will have possession of it, and will be a timeout from head coach Kelly Obley. So a third turnover on ADM. We'll be back in 1 minute right here on K107.9 KKRF.
Iowa Spring has been in business since 1977 and is proudly owned and operated by its original founders. At Iowa Spring Manufacturing, they utilize the latest and most accurate equipment, manufacture and deliver springs out of the Midwest for overhead garage doors, agricultural equipment, construction equipment, snow plows, dock levelers, lift gates, trailers, and recreational equipment industries, just to name a few. For over 35 years, their precision springs have been on the job, working smoothly and efficiently in a broad spectrum of products. Thank you for letting Iowa Spring show support for the ADM community.
Ben, how do people find Fuller's 24-hour pumps?
Well, it depends on what direction you're coming from. If you're coming from this way, you turn right, then left. But if you're coming from the other direction, it would be left, then right.
Ugh, that's the last time I asked a guy for directions. Fuller's 24-hour pumps are located on Old Portland Road. Just head east, past the Family Dollar store, past the high school, and keep going till you reach the top of the hill.
Discover today how easy it is to bring your tractors, construction equipment, bulk tanks, and even your regular vehicle to Old Portland Road and fill her up at Fuller's on the east side of Adel. Keep your dollar local and fill her up at Fuller Petroleum in Adel.
Welcome back here to the Adel Fairway broadcast booth. Shaquan Nettingham here with you on a Tuesday night, December 17th, as matchup between the ADM Tigers and the Bondurant-Farrar Blue Jays. ADM with a 22-4 advantage right now with 5:40 left to play until we hit the halftime break, as Bondurant-Farrar has a little trouble getting it in. It was last touched by Talari, so Blue Jays will stay in possession of it, as it'll be Brown who will try to get it in, and Brown now gets that into Haynes. Haynes back to Brown, breaking that full court press, and ball skips into the hands of Freed. Now back up top to Haynes. Haynes, nice cut inside to Brown, and Addison Brown converts on the layup. She's up to 4 points, 22-6. It's a nice cut there from Brown, and no girl on ADM saw her. Here's Hagedorn with it, driving to the basket. It comes to a nice jump stop. That'll be missed, but rebound fought for, and then it'll be a foul called, I believe, on Hagedorn. And they will charge that to Hagedorn. So Hagedorn picks up her first personal. She'll check out. Subert will come back in. And Bondurant-Farrar will get another possession. Brown will take it out once again. And gets it into Haynes. Back to Brown. She skips that over to Lyle. Now over to Muller. Morgan Muller is back into the game. She got blocked. Now we'll get it back out to Haynes on the left-hand side. Haynes uses a screen and now gives it inside to Lyle. Lyle looking for room, just batted away there from Stork. And then now Talari with it. And then she tried to hand it off to Round Count. Round Count couldn't handle that one, so 4 turnovers now on the Tigers. Talari will check out, sit down, and Brecken Morse will check into the game. So Bondurant-Farrar with another possession as they trail 22-6. As here's Hansen with it, and then Hansen stolen away from Stork. Stork gets that off safely to Round Count. Round Count comes tumbling in to kick that out to Morse. Now to Stork. Stork keeping her dribble alive. Nice spin move, and then she traveled. So 5 turnovers now for both teams. ADM still in front, 22-6. And Brown taking it out for the Blue Jays. She gets that in there to a wide open Hansen. Hansen back to Muller. Muller guarded by Maxwell. Now over to Haynes on the right-hand side. Haynes going to slowly back out, dribble towards the middle. And now she hands that off to Brown. And Brown, nice move, and then goes off of her foot. And 6 turnovers now for the Blue Jays. Aubrey Noring will check in for Alexis Maxwell. Brown's got 4 points. Hansen has the other 2. Bondurant-Farrar, they've made some nice plays, just unable to really get anything to convert. As another turnover here for ADM. Each team now with 6, and after ball is fought for, it goes off of the Blue Jays. So good defense being applied here from ADM. Ellis Smith will check in as Madeline Roundcount will take a seat. 3:44 left to play till we hit the halftime break. ADM on top of Bondurant-Farrar, 22-6. As ref will now get it to Smith, who will take it out. She will get it into Subert. Subert driving in, puts it up, and that one misses. I thought it was going to go in, as rebound now comes to Hansen, and here comes Aubrey Haynes. Haynes now to Brown. Brown takes a short jumper. That's missed. Subert comes down with that rebound, and she's dribbling it up here. Hands it off to Noring. They're going to say backcourt violation. Thought Noring was across in time, but the refs saw it differently. Lydia Martin will check back in. She'll take the place of Addison Brown for the Blue Jays. And this will be Muller who takes it out, gets it to Haynes. Haynes got some nice moves, dribbling wise, and then runs into Noring, who Noring just falls on the ground. And now she gets up, she gets the rebound, and she'll bring it up. So Aubrey Noring looks to be okay. She kind of stayed on the ground for a minute, but everything looks to be fine with her. Here's Ella Smith. Ella Smith's going to try a 3. That's going to miss, go off to the right, and Aubrey Haynes going to come down. 2:49 left to play, so a little bit of a scoring drought for both teams. Erica Lyle gets a rebound. Can't convert there. And we've been stuck at 22-6 for a minute. Here comes Noring with it. Over to Subert on the right-hand side. Subert making her way towards the middle. Over to Noring. Noring now inside to Stork. Stork now kind of outside the three-point line. Takes a step back. She will try a three. Tried to bank it in. That will be no good. Rebound here comes to Muller. Muller now working her way up, and she hands that off to Martin. Martin had a wide-open three. Decided not to take it, and instead of taking a jumper and making it is Carly Hansen, and they're going to say that's a three. So Hansen up to 5 as Addison Brown has the other 4 to make the 9, and timeout by head coach Danielle Craig. 2:05 to play. ADM with a 22-9 lead. We'll be back in 1 minute. K107.9.
Royal King Grills and Smokers, built for the serious griller without the serious price. Stop in today and check out special clearance prices on Royal King Grills, available at Adel Winterset TV Appliance Heating and Cooling. These made in the USA grills are designed with you in mind. Easy to clean, easy to use, and priced right. You'll notice the quality from the moment you walk up. Buy your Royal King today from a company you know will stand behind their products. Adel Winterset TV Appliance Heating and Cooling.
At H&R Block, we want you to focus on your business while we handle your books. From payroll and bookkeeping to expert tax preparation and advice, we're ready to put our expertise to work on your small business. For the year-round services you need and the one-on-one attention you deserve, partner with H&R Block Business Services. Stop in to our offices in Adel, Winterset, or Preston, or give us a call at any of our local offices to learn more. At participating offices, service do not include audit, attest, or other services for which a license is required.
Lauren Hagedorn got her first bucket off of a layup, and a foul on the other end. I think that is on Hagedorn, and it will be. So Hagedorn will pick up her second, and this will be Carly Hansen at the line here for 2. First free throws actually of the game here for Bondurant-Farrar, and she converts. So Hansen now up to 6 points, as it will be Claire Maislon in for Bondurant-Farrar. Second free throw here for Hansen. That one is missed. Rebound goes to Ella Subert and ADM. So Hansen with 6, Addison Brown with 4, and Subert now with it. And 2 shots for Subert. So Hansen picks up a personal, her second one. Be 2 free throws here from Ella Subert, first time to the line. First one is off. They have 9 points up there, unless my math is wrong. Brown has 4 and Hansen has 6, so it should be 10. We will double check on that. Second free throw goes down for Ella Subert. So Subert now is sitting at 4 points. And Bondurant-Farrar, here is Berggren with it. Drives all the way in. Blocked from Subert. Here comes Talari. Unless the only thing I'm thinking is they went back and changed the 3 to a 2. I didn't think it was a 3, so that may be what they did. They originally awarded Hansen a 3. They might have went back and called that a 2 as a turnover here on Tigers, which I believe they did. So it will be 5 points then for Hansen and 4 for Brown. So that's how we have the 9. 42 seconds to play. 25-9 is our score. ADM, and here's Talari tied up with it. And possession arrow belongs to the Blue Jays. So we'll take a look at all the scoring at our halftime break. Get you prepared for the boys game, as Bondurant-Farrar. Here's Maislon with it. That is missed, and rebound here comes to Alexis Maxwell, and ADM can hold on to the ball for the final possession as they are up 16 points. They have led since the opening tip. Here's Subert with it on the right-hand side, gives it over, and that's stolen away from Maislon, and Maislon put it up, has a chance for a couple of free throws to get on the scoreboard. 8 turnovers now for ADM. So I know that's a point of emphasis for head coach Danielle Craig. She's still looking to clean up. It's Maislon here at the line. That free throw is off. Claire Maislon has second free throw upcoming. And that one is up and also off. So with 7 seconds here, Suber with it to Maxwell. Maxwell looks up at the clock. He's going to have to put up a long one. She does, and Alexis Maxwell just a little short at the end of the second quarter. ADM 25 and Bondurant-Farrar 9. We will go ahead and take a look at that first half, get you ready for the second half, and like I said, get you prepared for the boys game. It's ADM basketball taking on Bondurant-Farrar tonight, right here on the Raccoon Valley Radio Network, K107.9 KKRF.
Has been hard to find until now. The new Farm Bureau Health Plan is helping Iowans save as much as 50% on their current premiums. 3 different plans offer the benefits you need, like prescriptions, preventative care, and affordable co-pays. Farm Bureau health plans are accepted at most all Iowa providers and can be purchased at any time during the year. See if you can save today.
Call me, your Farm Bureau agent, John Harada, in Adel at 515-993-4266.
Broil King Grills and Smokers, built for the serious griller without the serious price. Stop in today and check out special clearance prices on Broil King Grills, available at Adel Winterset TV Appliance Heating and Cooling. These made in the USA grills are designed with you in mind. Easy to clean, easy to use, and priced right. You'll notice the quality from the moment you walk up. Buy your Broil King today from a company you know will stand behind their products. Adel Winterset TV Appliance Heating and Cooling.
Easy, affordable, peace of mind. This is Brooke with Raccoon Valley Bank, and for a limited time, we are excited to offer our credit monitoring service for free. Experience our full protection services, including monitoring, detection, and specialists for your assistance. Protect yourself today by signing up for credit monitoring. Contact your local Raccoon Valley Bank for more information. Member FDIC.
Offer subject to change without notice. No charge for monitoring service for one adult through December 31st, 2024. If not canceled prior to January 1st, 2025, customer agrees to monthly ongoing charge of $5. Must contact Raccoon Valley Bank to cancel. For over a century, Osmondson Manufacturing in Perry has been a family-owned pillar in the community. Monica Scheid is part of the Osmondson family.
Yeah, Osmondson is very connected to the community. We're always looking for opportunities to enrich the community and help it grow, because our workers have families that live here. So we want to ensure that our employees can live in a town that has the opportunities for the family that they deserve.
Osmondson Manufacturing, always in your circle.
Welcome here to the Superior Exteriors halftime show on True Country K107.9. Superior Exteriors is a locally owned business in Adel since 2007. Superior Exteriors is committed to helping support our community. Welcome back here to ADM High School, home of the Tigers, where ADM girls, well, okay, they keep going back and forth with these numbers. Now they're saying it's 25-10. They had it at 25-9, so we're getting things straightened out. As so I guess it was a 3 from Hansen. We will get this figured out, trust me. And again, ADM leading as they led after the first quarter by a score of 17-4. In that second quarter, they only score 8. They hold Bondurant-Farrar to 5, and they lead, to 6. And they lead 25-10 for the half. As we look at some other stats, free throw shooting, Bondurant-Farrar 1 of 4 from the line. Claire Meslon has went 0 for 2. Carly Hansen has went 1 for 2. For ADM, that's also an area that they want to clean up. They are 4 for 11 here in the first half, as Kelly Stork is 1 for 2. Madeline Roundcount is 1 for 5. Alexis Maxwell 1 for 2, and Ella Suber also 1 for 2. Another area is the turnovers. ADM has 8 of them here in that first half. Bondurant-Farrar has 5. And looking at the fouling situation for the Blue Jays, it is Addison Brown with 2. Carly Hansen also has 2. Morgan Moeller with 1. And it's Erica Lyle with a foul. As for ADM, Lauren Hagedorn has 2 fouls. Brecken Morris has a foul. Alexis Maxwell has a foul. And Anathan Solari also has picked up 1. As we look at the first half numbers for Bondurant-Farrar, only 2 players so far have gotten it done, and that is Carly Hansen, the freshman. She leads the way with 6 points. Then it's the junior of Addison Brown. She has the other 4 to make up the 10 for the Blue Jays. For ADM, their scoring is much more diverse. They're being led by their junior Madeline Roundcount. Mentioned her struggles at the free throw line. However, she does have 9 points. She's been active here early. Kelly Stork has 5 points. Ella Subert with 4 points. Alexis Maxwell has 3 points, and it's Ellis Smith with 2 points. Also, Lauren Hagedorn also in there with 2 points. So again, a lot more diverse scoring on the ADM side, which is probably what Danielle Craig, head coach, really wants to see. And with 4.5 minutes left until we hit the second half, we'll take another break, give you some scores around the Raccoon Valley Radio Network, and get you ready here for the second half. Again, you're listening to the Superiors Exteriors halftime show right here on K107.9 KKRF.
Ben, how do people find Fuller's 24-hour pumps?
Well, it depends on what direction you're coming from. If you're coming from this way, you turn right, then left. But if you're coming from the other direction, it would be left, then right.
Ugh, that's the last time I asked a guy for directions. Fuller's 24-hour pumps are located on Old Portland Road. Just head east, past the Family Dollar Store, past the high school, and keep going till you reach the top of the hill.
Discover today how easy it is to bring your tractors, construction equipment, bulk tanks, and even your regular vehicle to Old Portland Road and fill her up at Fuller's on the east side of Adel. Keep your dollar local and fill her up at Fuller Petroleum in Adel.
Adel Acres is here to help your family. We offer skill care and long-term care for your loved ones. Adel Acres offers a wide range of therapies and care. We offer short-term or long-term care. Adel Acres has an on-site medical staff, including a dietitian and local doctors that make house calls. If your loved one is in need of help, we would love to make your family member a part of our family. Adel Acres is here to help when you and your family need it. Adel Acres, empowering better living.
Welcome back here to the Superior Exteriors halftime show. Shaquan Nettingham here with you, listening to the ADM Pep Band as they are playing well here in full force. So they are about to hit another one, as again we will take you through some scores from around the Raccoon Valley Radio Network. Again, our score here, ADM leads Bondurant-Farrar in the girls game 25-10. As we are a little over 2 minutes to play until we hit this third quarter. Neither team, however, is back out on the floor. So, well, now as I say that, here comes the Blue Jays. As we look at other scores across, it is Dallas Center Grimes over Newton at half by a score of 42-8. And the halftime score for the Perry Blue Jays, they trail Sadell 28-24. So a close game there. That Perry game being broadcasted on KDLS 94.3 and 99.7 FM, 1310 AM. The DCG game being broadcast on KKRF2. That is our online stream, so you got to go to RaccoonValleyRadio.com in order to be able to listen to the Mustangs. But those are some of the scores, like I said, around the Raccoon Valley Radio Network. I do know that the ADM dance team, I saw that they are supposed to perform during the boys' game coming up next. Not sure if it's prior to the game, if that will be at halftime. I got to believe it probably be at halftime. So if you're near the Adel area and you'd like to come watch the ADM Tiger Dancers perform, then you can. Again, that will be in the boys' game as they won state championship for their Oopla performance in Des Moines back on December 6th. Had an opportunity to talk with some of the members on that team, including Katie Miller, Genevieve Book, Isabel Carwall, to name a few. So it'll be fun to see them dance. Maybe they'll do their championship routine. I'm pretty sure they probably will. So again, if you're in the Adel area and would like to watch the dance team perform, that will be happening sometime either prior to the boys' game or at halftime, but you might just want to come out a little early just in case. Still got a second half to get through here as the ADM girls on top of Bondurant-Farrar by a score of 25-10. Both teams are breaking their huddles. And the Blue Jays going to send out their starters of Aubrey Haynes with Morgan Muller. It'll be Addison Brown out there with Tierra Berggren and Erica Lyle. For ADM will be Lauren Hagedorn, Alexis Maxwell, Eniston Talari, Kelly Stork, and Madeline Roundcount. So we get this third quarter started as the Tigers will have first possession. Hagedorn driving in as she comes to a jump stop, hands it off to Roundcount, back to Hagedorn. Hagedorn tiptoeing the baseline and almost stolen away there from Berggren. 17 still on the shot clock here for ADM. Maxwell taking it out underneath the basket as she's looking and gets it into Stork. Stork now with it over, and that's going to be out of bounds. Stay here with ADM. 11 now on the shot clock, 7:36 left to play in the third quarter as we get the second half started. Here's Stork inside. Stork tied up, and Brown falls to the ground for the Blue Jays. She gets up, seems to be okay. And with the possession arrow, that will belong to the Blue Jays. And now here is Bondurant-Farrar with it. And tipped out of bounds from Aniston Talari. Will stay with Bondurant-Farrar. And this will be Berggren taking it out underneath the basket. Berggren. And she tried to get it into Muller. Ends up in the hands of Lyle. Now back to Brown. Brown over to Haynes. Haynes against Talari. Makes a move back to Brown. Brown up top, driving in. Addison Brown puts it up, puts it in. So Addison Brown, she's up to 6 points. And Brown and Hanson, again, the only two that have scored for the Blue Jays so far. A three-pointer try from Hagedorn is missed, and then Roundcount can't get the putback. And another turnover here for ADM. They're up to 10. 25-12. ADM has led the entire way, and now they get it into Lyle, do the Blue Jays. Back in the hands of Muller. Muller trying to work against Maxwell. She hands that off now to Berggren. Berggren on the right-hand side, driving all the way in, puts it up, puts it in. So Tierra Berggren, someone other than Brown or Hanson to get on the scoreboard, and it's 25-14 as the first 4 points belong here to the Blue Jays. And ADM, it will be Maxwell tries a three, misses, but Hagedorn comes down with a rebound. That will be a foul, they say. So a foul on Tiara Berggren. Berggren picks up her first. ADM underneath the basket, taking it out with Maxwell. Maxwell looking, and 5-second call. So yet another turnover here on ADM. And it's not been the start that you want for head coach Danielle Craig. As Brown checks out, back in comes Kaylee Hansen. So Brown with 6 points. And now getting it into Hansen, over to Lyle. Lyle blocks from round count. And here is Stork coming down with it. Stork being pressured, hands that off to round count. Round count all the way in, puts it up. That's missed. She fights for the rebound, gets it back over to Talari. Talari going in, puts it up and puts it in. So Aniston Talari getting the first points here for herself and the Tigers over 2 minutes into this third quarter. It's 27-14. And Berggren falls to the ground now. She was tied up. Actually, they're going to call a foul on Stork. So Kelly Stork gets hit with her first personal. A fresh 5 come in for ADM, including Morse, Ellis Smith, Noring, Grace Montag, and Ellis Subert. So fresh 5 bodies in for ADM Tigers. Here's Muller with it. And ball off of the Blue Jays. So turnover number 7 for them. ADM has 11. But they still hold a 13-point advantage. So ADM fortunate that the offense really not waking up for the Blue Jays with the amount of turnovers they have. Here's Ellis Smith with it, and head coach Craig is going to call a full timeout as ADM leads 27-14. We'll be back in 1 minute right here. K107.9 KKRF.
Save big this week at Fairway Meat and Grocery in Adel. Ritz crackers, 8 to 14 ounce, $2.48. Limit 2. Get 5 free Fairway green beans, peas, or corn when you buy 5 Campbell's Original Cream of Mushroom or Chicken Soup. 10-ounce cans, select varieties. A pound of free Fairway butter when you buy 10 pounds of Green Giant Idaho russet potatoes. From the meat counter, USDA Choice Bone-In Ribeye Roast, $14.99 a pound. And fresh all-natural boneless pork loin roast, $2.88 a pound. This week at Fairway Meat and Grocery in Adel.
You are driving down your street and you pull into your driveway. Your eyes immediately goes to all that missing siding that blew off in the last windstorm. You think, this house looks pretty bad, and you know you need new siding. There's so much missing. Just then, you hear an ad come on the radio for Superior Exteriors. Todd at Superior Exteriors has everything needed to get your house looking beautiful again. Don't wait until it's too late and the cold starts settling in. Call Superior Exteriors at 515-727-1887 and ask for Todd.
Welcome back here to the Adel Fairway broadcast booth. Checkawaw Nettingham, the ADM Tigers on top of the Bondurant-Farrar Blue Jays, 27-14. We get back to game action. Here's Noring with it. Stork back in to the game for ADM, and Morse loses possession and ends up in the hands of Haynes. So 12 turnovers now on ADM as they are up 13 points. 5 minutes left to play in this third quarter. Haynes hands that off to Berggren. Berggren working her way middle. Spin move against Noring. Now over to Lyle. Lyle puts up a short jumper. That's missed. Noring comes down with a rebound. And she'll dribble up along the right-hand side. And now she'll work her way middle. Now going inside. And Noring loses possession. Go off of the Blue Jays. And ADM will stay in possession as Addison Brown checking back into the game, as well as Lydia Martin. So Brown, 6 points on the night. And then ball deflected off of Haynes. 24 on the shot clock. Morse will take it out. Morse throws it in. Here's Stork. Stork now over to Noring. Noring to Morse. Morse on the left-hand side. Now goes inside to Stork and then outside to Smith, and that's missed on the three-pointer and out of bounds, and we'll go back to the Blue Jays. Nice open look from Ellis Smith. Just couldn't convert. 27-14 14 is our score. ADM has only scored 2 points so far. Bondurant-Farrar has scored 4. As here's Martin with it up top. Hands it off to Haynes. Haynes will back it out of danger. Now go in, back to Brown. Brown driving in, and Brown just misses the layup. Rebound comes to Carly Hansen, and Hansen was kind of swung down there from Stork, and Hansen is laying on the ground. She's grabbing at her wrist. So Hansen gets up, and she'll head over to the sideline. And Erica Lyle will check back in. So Hansen looks to be okay. And ADM will be in possession of it. Smith on the right-hand side, driving in, gives it to Stork, over to Maxwell. Maxwell traveled with it. 13 turnovers here for the Tigers. As Tierra Berggren back in for Aubrey Haynes. Haynes will take a seat. And here comes Berggren with it. Berggren over to Muller. Muller now in the middle, gives it out to Brown. Addison Brown misses that 3. Brown's got a nice game to her, and then a nice steal from Muller on Noring. And Muller looking for room, gives it back to Brown. Brown goes up, and she's fouled by Maxwell. So Addison Brown will go to the line for her first 2 free throw attempts. So Maxwell picks up her second. Don't forget, we will have the boys game coming up at the conclusion of this, and that free throw is off from Brown. Aniston Talari will check in for ADM. Another free throw here from Addison Brown. It is up, and that one is also missed. Rebound, though, goes to Tierra Berggren. Berggren back outside to Muller, over to Brown. Brown's going to put up a long jumper. It's going to be missed, but chasing down the rebound is Lydia Martin. Martin now inside to Lyle, back to Brown. Brown going and missing that layup. Rebound to Ellis Subert of ADM, and here comes Maxwell. Maxwell working her way middle. Hands it off to Smith, and Smith was fouled. So that will be Lydia Martin, who picks up her first personal. And Haynes back into the game. Islon in, as well as Tinley Freed back into this game. 27-14. Only 6 points total score here, as Hagedorn got slapped across the head from Erica Lyle. So Lyle pick up the foul there, her second. Hagedorn to the line tonight. 2 free throws, our first attempts. First one is up and good. Hagedorn now with 3 points. So Carly Hansen, after taking that fall from Stork, is back into the game. Checks in for Lyle. Second free throw here from Hagedorn is money. So 2 for 2 on that trip is Lauren Hagedorn. She's up to 4 points, and it's 29-14 as Maislon gets tied up from Talari. And Blue Jays stay in possession of it, as Haynes gets it in here to Berggren. Berggren over to Maislon. Maislon's going to try a jumper. That's going to miss, and then Maxwell gets the rebound, hands it off to Talari. Talari over to Round Count. Round Count back to Talari. Talari drives in, picks up her dribble, looking for help outside to Hagedorn. Hagedorn with it, and will drive in and give it back to Talari. Talari tries a 3, that's missed. Rebound here goes down to Berggren for the Blue Jays, and she'll bring it up. Under 2 minutes to play. Our score 29-14. ADM with the lead. Maislon another three, and that time she gets it to go. So Claire Maislon gets a three to go. It's 29-17. As here's Subert with it for ADM. She puts it up, puts it in. So Ella Subert now with 6 points. 31-17. And now it is Talari. Talari off of the steal. She puts up a layup. That is missed. And then rebound stays with ADM. Into the hands of Ella Subert on a missed layup. And now Hansen comes down with it. 31-17 is our score coming up on the last minute to play here in this third quarter. Here's Freed with it. Freed inside to Hansen, and Hansen was fouled from Subert. So, actually, they're going to call that on Maxwell. So Maxwell now with 3. And it will be Carly Hansen shooting 2. 1 for 2 so far from the line. First free throw is up and good. A couple of substitutions come in for the Blue Jays. That includes Lydia Martin and Morgan Muller. ADM, Grace Montag, and Kinsey Maxwell into the game. Hansen, one more free throw for her. 2 of 3. And now 3 of 4 is Hansen. She's up to 8 points. 31-19. ADM still with the lead. Here's Kinsey Maxwell now. Maxwell hands that off to Montag. Montag all the way in, and then she was fouled. So Grace Montag now will be going to the line. Aubrey Haynes picks up her first personal. So Montag to the line for the first time tonight. Cashes on that first free throw. And gives her her first points. And she goes 2 for 2. So Grace Montag converts on the free throws. It's 33-19 with 40 seconds left to play in this third quarter. Here's Muller with it. Muller back to Haynes. Haynes now. It's at the Freed and then goes out of bounds off of the Tigers, and so Blue Jays stay in possession of it. And will be Martin taking it out underneath the basket. Martin, it was tipped off inbounds and somehow gets to Hansen. Hansen tied up, gets it off to Haynes. Haynes tried to bank in a 3 that was missed, and then foul on Bondurant-Farrar. And that is Morgan Muller. Picks up her second personal foul. 20 seconds left to play. Now the ref having a conversation with Kelly Obley. So ADM is in the bonus now. Grace Montag will take the free throws. She just went 2 for 2 a minute ago. That time comes up short. One more free throw for Montag. ADM up by 14 points. Second free throw is missed, and then ball batted around to Talari, and then Talari traveled with it. 14 turnovers I have for ADM. They lead by 14, 33-19, and Bondurant-Farrar can hold for the last possession. Here's Haynes. Talari working against her. Haynes now inside to Hansen. Hansen loses possession, and here comes Talari up to Hagedorn. Hagedorn traveled with it. So yet another turnover here on ADM. They're up to 15 in the game. We still have a quarter left. 33-19, 3.8 seconds. Haynes gets it in. Muller's going to let it go. Then she gets it back to Haynes. Haynes going to pull up half quarter, and that's going to miss. And at the end of 3, ADM retains the lead 33-19. They score 8 points in the quarter. However, Bondurant-Farrar scores 9. We go to the fourth quarter coming up in 1 minute. You're listening to ADM Athletics right here, K107.9 KKRF.
This is the Raccoon Valley Radio Community Calendar. Help bring joy to children in need this holiday season with GIT Insurance. Their Guthrie Center office at 308 State Street is a drop-off point for toy donations. They are especially in need of toys for kids ages 0 to 3 years old and 9 to 14-year-olds. Drop-off hours are from Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. If you know someone in need of toys this Christmas, please contact New Opportunities in Guthrie Center at 641-747-3845. If your club or organization has an upcoming event, send us the information by email to community@raccoonvalleyradio.com, and we'll get the word out.
Royal King Grills and Smokers, built for the serious griller without the serious price. Stop in today and check out special clearance prices on Royal King Grills, available at Adel Winterset TV Appliance Heating and Cooling. These made in the USA grills are designed with you in mind. Easy to clean, easy to use, and priced right. You'll notice the quality from the moment you walk up. Buy your Royal King today from a company you know will stand behind their products. Adel Winterset TV Appliance Heating and Cooling.
Welcome back here to the Adel Fairway broadcast booth. Strike One Nettingham with you as bringing you ADM basketball as in the girls game. Tigers lead the Blue Jays of Bondurant-Farrar 33-19 as some more pressure being applied here from the Blue Jays. ADM start this fourth quarter has Noring out there with Alexis Maxwell, Brecken Morse, Ella Subert, and Madeline Roundcount. For Bondurant-Farrar, they got Morgan Muller, Kaylee Hansen, Erica Lyle, Addison Brown, and also Tinley Freed out there. Here is Noring with it to Maxwell. Maxwell does not have a three-pointer in this game. Subert tied up underneath, and it's stolen away from the Blue Jays, and then Morse comes back and steals it for the Tigers, gets it to Roundcount. Roundcount goes up. She's missed, and then Subert was fouled. So Ella Subert will go to the line for 2. And that will be Carly Hansen who picks up her third personal. So 2 free throws here for Ella Subert. Subert 1 for 2 so far in the game as she misses that free throw. So now 1 for 3. ADM student section filling out here as we are gearing up for the boys game. That will come up at approximately 7:30. Second free throw is good there from Subert. As tonight, she has 7 points. 34-19 is our score. Here's Brown with it. We played a minute here in this fourth quarter, and now collision and then a turnover on Bondurant-Farrar. So the Blue Jays have 9 turnovers, ADM 15. As here is Maxwell with it over to Morse. Morse on the left-hand side to Roundcount to Subert. Subert inside, outside. Maxwell with a 3. Now there's her 3. Alexis Maxwell finally found some space and knocked it down. She's up to 6 points. And it's 37-19, and the 10th turnover here on the Blue Jays as ADM now with the first 4 points in this final quarter. They lead by their biggest margin of 18. Maxwell saves a near turnover, gets it back to Subert on the left-hand side. Subert almost walked with it. Now gets it to Noring. Noring backs it up. Gives it to Maxwell. Maxwell in the right-hand corner, back to Noring. Noring's going to try a 3. That's missed. And then a foul called against ADM as Freed skied for the rebound and got it. And let's see if that's either So that'll be Ella Subert. I didn't know if it was Subert or Maxwell, but they call it on Subert. So Subert picks up her first. As Erica Lyle back into the game for Bondurant-Farrar. Libby Weston, sophomore, in for the first time here tonight for Bondurant-Farrar. So Weston getting her first minutes, and she's going to try a long jumper and miss, but Lyle right there for the rebound. Couldn't quite put it back. She did get it back and was fouled, I believe, from Madeline Roundcount. So Roundcount will pick up her third. And this will be Lyle here at the line. So Erica Lyle misses on that first free throw. Lyle has not scored here tonight. She came into the game tied with Haynes with 26 points. And Haynes has not scored either. So the top two scorers here for the Blue Jays, as Lyle misses that second free throw, have not gotten on the scoreboard. And that's been a difference maker. As tonight it's been 4 different Blue Jays who have scored. Another three for Maxwell goes off. Rebound here to Berggren, who was fouled. So Berggren. Another foul on Roundcount. Roundcount now up to 4. So tonight it's been Kaylee Hansen, Addison Brown, Claire Maislon, and Tara Berggren as the only 4 players to score for the Blue Jays, as Maislon has it now, and a near steal from ADM. Here's Haynes with it, going inside and converting on that layup there is Berggren. So Berggren up to 4 points, and timeout from Bondurant-Farrar. 5:21 left, ADM leading 37-21. We'll be back in 1 minute right here, K1079 KKRF.
Ben, how do people find Fuller's 24-hour pumps?
Well, it depends on what direction you're coming from. If you're coming from this way, you turn right, then left. But if you're coming from the other direction, it would be left, then right.
Ugh, that's the last time I asked a guy for directions. Fuller's 24-hour pumps are located on Old Portland Road. Just head east, past the Family Dollar Store, past the high school, and keep going till you reach the top of the hill.
Discover today how easy it is to bring your tractors, construction equipment, bulk tanks, and even your regular vehicle to Old Portland Road and fill her up at Fuller's on the east side of Adel. Keep your dollar local and fill her up at Fuller Petroleum in Adel.
You are driving down your street and you pull into your driveway. Your eyes immediately goes to all that missing siding that blew off in the last windstorm. You think, this house looks pretty bad, and you know you need new siding. There's so much missing. Just then, you hear an ad come on the radio for Superior Exteriors. Todd at Superior Exteriors has everything needed to get your house looking beautiful again. Don't wait until it's too late and the cold starts settling in. Call Superior Exteriors at 515-727-1887 and ask for Todd.
Welcome back here to the Adel Fairway broadcast booth. Shaquan Ettingham joining you here tonight as ADM Tigers on top of the Bondurant-Farrar Blue Jays 37-21. 5:12 left to play in the game. Subert, Maxwell slings it over to Noring. Noring back to Maxwell in the right-hand corner. Pump fake, driving in, putting it up, missing, and rebound fought for. And will go off of Kelly Stork. So turnover number 16 here for ADM. Bondurant-Farrar back in possession with Hansen. Hansen over to Haynes, over to Brown. Brown pump fake. She put up a runner and got that to go. So Addison Brown up to 8 points. It's 37-23. Here's Noring with it. Noring. And a near turnover, ball batted around, and now ends up in the hands of Morse. Morse a three, and doesn't get the friendly bounce, and here's Stork. Stork put it up, missed, and Bondurant-Farrar has a chance to get even closer. Brown on the other end, almost traveled, gets it out to Hansen. Hansen a three, that's missed. Rebound to Noring. Noring will hold on to it. That three, if it would have dropped, would have cut it to 11. And then just losing it out of bounds is Noring. 17 turnovers here for Bondurant-Farrar. Lauren Hagedorn back into the game as Libby Weston is also back in for Bondurant-Farrar. 37-23 our score. ADM with the lead, under 4 minutes now to go. And a carry by Addison Brown. So turnover number 11 on Bondurant-Farrar. A couple of final scores. Nevada 72 over Greene County. 72-14 over Greene County, I should say. Then DCG beat Newton 67-17. As another travel called on ADM, and that's Hagedorn. 18 turnovers here for the Tigers. Aniston Talari back in. That's been the one glaring number here for the Tigers. Turnovers and some of the missed free throws. Other than that, ADM holding a 14-point advantage. And that's a turnover on the Blue Jays. Turnover number 12. 37-23. 3.5 minutes left to play in the game. Muller back in, Freed back in for Bondurant-Farrar. Here's Maxwell with it, up top to Hagedorn, over to Talari on the left-hand side. Talari looking inside to Stork. Stork making a move, gets it back out to Talari, back to Hagedorn at the top. Now to Morse. Morse to Hagedorn. Hagedorn driving in, putting it up, putting it in. So Lauren Hagedorn got it to go. She's up to 6 points, 39-23. 3 minutes left to play in the game. ADM up by 16 as ball knocked away from Hagedorn and will stay with the Blue Jays. Finley McDowell will check in for the first time tonight for Aubrey Haynes for Bondurant-Farrar. So McDowell, a freshman, getting her first minutes here tonight. She has the ball now. She hands that off to Weston. Now over to Lyle. Lyle to Muller on the left-hand side. Muller fouled from Aniston Talari. Talari picks up her second. 2:37 left to play in the game. It's the Tigers 39 and the Blue Jays of Bondurant-Farrar 23. Lyle will find Muller. Muller driving in. Go to Lyle. Over in the corner to Weston. Back to Lyle, back to Weston. And now Freed finds herself open for a three. Missed. Weston with a nice rebound. Back to Freed now on the left-hand side. Into Lyle. Over to Weston. Weston to Lyle. Put up. That's missed. Rebound to Hagedorn. She comes running out with it. Hands it back to Talari. Talari. Morse. Morse will try a three. That will miss. Rebound in the hands of one of the Blue Jays for a minute, and then Hagedorn ends up with it and puts it in the basket. She's up to 8 points, and now head coach Kelly Obley coming to call a timeout here. Actually, just wanted to get some substitutions. Clear Maislon into the game. Lydia Martin is in. So taking out the starting unit as ADM up 18 with 1:55 left to play. ADM has out there Ellis Smith, Aniston Talari, Round Count, Stork, and Hagedorn. So 4 of the 5 starters still out there. We'll see if head coach Craig starts to empty her bench a little bit. Here's Ellis Smith who has it over to Talari. Talari now gets it to Stork. Stork back to Talari. And Hagedorn couldn't quite control that, but she keeps her dribble alive. And then stolen away here from Martin. Martin goes up for the layup. That's missed. And then ball goes out of bounds. And we'll stay with the Blue Jays. No substitutions as of yet. 1:16 left to play. ADM with a 41-32 23 advantage over Bondurant-Farrar. As Weston goes up, puts it in. Libby Weston gets her first bucket. And it is 41-25 on the other end. Madeline Roundcount gets into double figures. She has 11, 43-25. Here's Maislon with it. Maislon over to Freed in the right-hand corner. Freed gets that to Weston. Weston back to Freed. Freed now inside to Martin. Martin tied up. It'll be a jump ball situation. And we'll stay here with the Blue Jays. 42 seconds left to play. And here's Maislon with it. Gets that over here to McDowell. McDowell over to Freed. Freed in the corner. That is missed there from Weston. And rebound comes to Hagedorn. And now a couple substitutions check into the game, including Kinsey Maxwell. This is for the ADM Tigers, as well as Reese Van Noord. Or Vander Noord, excuse me. So they'll get to play out the last 25 seconds. Talari remains out there, as well as Roundcount. And ADM probably just going to hold the ball here. Maybe see if one of the bench players maybe tries to score. Here's Maxwell. She'll get it back to Talari. And Talari driving in, back to Maxwell. Maxwell is driving around, loses the ball. And will stay with ADM with 3.4 remaining. So ADM going to pick up their 5th victory of the year, improve to 5-3. And ball gets into Kinsey Maxwell. Maxwell puts it up, couldn't get it to go, and that's going to do it. So ADM winners 43-25 as they outscore Bondurant-Farrar 10-6 in the final quarter. And they improved to 5-3. Bondurant-Farrar drops to 2-4. Well, we'll have the boys game coming up here momentarily, give them a chance to warm up and everything. We'll get you some of the post-game stats here from the girls and get you set up for that. That is coming up next. You're listening to ADM Athletics right here on K107.9 KKRF.
Save big this week at Fairway Meat and Grocery in Adel. Ritz crackers, 8 to 14 ounce, $2.48. Limit 2. Get 5 free Fairway green beans, peas, or corn when you buy 5 Campbell's Original Cream of Mushroom or Chicken Soup. 10-ounce cans, select varieties. A pound of free Fairway butter when you buy 10 pounds of Green Giant Idaho russet potatoes. From the meat counter, USDA choice bone-in ribeye roast, $14.99 a pound. And fresh all-natural boneless pork loin roast, $2.88 a pound. This week at Fairway Meat and Grocery in Adel.
It's deer season here at Olson's Body and Paint. Hi, I'm Sam, the office manager at Olson's Body and Paint in Waukee, with this deer hunting tip. Remember, deer usually travel in groups, so when you see one crossing the road, there are usually more following. Most accidents are caused not from hitting the deer you see right away, but by having another one jump out in front of you while your attention is on the other. And remember, if you tag your deer the wrong way, we'll be waiting to help you get back on the road quickly at Olson's Body and Paint in Waukee.
Help prevent your friends and family from getting the flu with a flu shot from Adel Health Mart. Did you realize that even if you don't normally get the flu, you could still be giving it to your family and friends as a carrier? Your Adel Health Mart also has your COVID-19 vaccine and booster. At Adel Health Mart, you don't need an appointment. Just come in and we'll walk you through the process. However, if you prefer an appointment, please call ahead and they'll gladly accommodate. Discover today your locally owned Adel Health Mart on the west side of the Adel Square.
Hey, Dallas County, the time has come to make a real impact with Raccoon Valley Bank's Raccoons Rescue on Childhood Hunger. From now until December 18th, we're on a mission to raise $15,000 for local backpack programs in our communities, and we need your help. Every dollar you donate will be matched up to $5,000 per school. Let's conquer childhood hunger together. Remember, the school that raises the most funds will win a special cookies and cocoa event for their K-6 schools. So rummage around and donate today. Visit RaccoonValleyBank.com to find out how you can chip in. Together, every little bit helps, and we can bank on change.
Welcome back here to the Adel Fairway broadcast booth. Taekwondo Nenningham, we just wrapped up the girls game between the ADM Tigers and the Bondurant-Farrar Blue Jays. ADM won by a final score of 43-25. Taking you through quarter by quarter, ADM started out strong and led at the end of one by a score of 17-4. And then it was